everyone. Welcome to our special holiday Moody Story Time. If you've never been to a Moody Story Time before, let me introduce us. I am Jen, and this is Moody. And Moody is a buddy to help with those big frustrations, when you just got to let it all out. And how does Moody do that? Well, Moody is a pull-apart monster. You can rip off their head and throw it across the room. You can take off their arms and legs and bang them against the furniture. And for this special holiday Moody Story Time, we are going to read the copy of my favorite story. And it's a very old copy. And it says here, 40 years, A Charlie Brown Christmas, but that was probably like 15, maybe even 20 years ago. I don't know. So we're going to read this version of my favorite story. Okay. A Charlie Brown Christmas. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, look. Everyone is skating. Snowflakes floated in the crisp, pine-scented air. The wind carried the joyful sounds of jingling bells, Christmas carols, and people wishing one another happy holidays. The greatest time of the year was finally here. Whipping across a frozen pond, the Peanuts gang was as happy as, well, children at Christmas time, all except good old Charlie Brown. Well, let's see, everybody's out. What's going on with Charlie Brown, right? I think there's something wrong with me, Charlie Brown told Linus. I just don't understand Christmas. I like getting presents, sending cards, decorating trees, and all of that, but I always end up feeling sad. Linus sighed. You're the only person I know who could turn a wonderful season like Christmas into a problem. Maybe Lucy's right. Of all the Charlie Browns in the world, you are the Charlie Browniest. Oh my goodness. Charlie Brown felt even sadder when he opened his empty mailbox. Rats! Nobody sent me a Christmas card today. I know nobody likes me, but why does the holiday season have to rub it in? Aw, Charlie Brown. There we go. Charlie Brown felt so depressed he decided to see his psychiatrist, Lucy. He dropped a nickel in her can and sighed. I just don't understand Christmas. Instead of feeling happy, I feel sort of let down. You need to get involved, Lucy exclaimed. She knew just how to get her patient into the Christmas spirit. How would you like to direct our Christmas play? I'll meet you at the theater. Charlie Brown decided to give it a try. After all, things couldn't get much worse. Oh, see what's going on here. On his way to the theater, Charlie Brown passed his dog Snoopy. Snoopy was decorating his doghouse with heaps of shiny ornaments. What's going on here? Charlie Brown asked. Snoopy showed him a flyer. Find the true meaning of Christmas with money, money, money. Enter the Christmas lights and display contest. Oh my goodness. My own dog has gone commercial, Charlie Brown wailed. I can't stand it. He was sick of all the greedy buying and selling that had become Christmas. Helping his little sister Sally write a letter to Santa only made Charlie Brown feel worse. I have been extra good this year, so enclosed is an extra long list of things I want, Sally began. Good grief, Charlie Brown's stomach hurt. What had happened to giving and sharing? Or perhaps you should just send money, Sally concluded. I would prefer that the 10s and 20s. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're at the theater, but Charlie Brown did not have time to lecture Sally about the meaning of Christmas. He had a show to direct. He hurried to the theater. Let's get down to work, Charlie Brown told the cast. It's the spirit of the actors that counts, the interest they show in their director. Am I right? I said, am I right? Oh my goodness. But nobody was listening. They were all dancing to Schroeder's bouncy piano music. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-bum-bum-da-da-dum-dum. I think I did that right. Stop the music, Charlie Brown shouted. Then he told Lucy to hand out the scripts and costumes. Do innkeepers' wives have naturally curly hair? Frieda wondered. Pigeon promised to keep a clean inn. Sherman complained, every year I play a shepherd. Oh, I'm sorry, Sherman. Snoopy agreed to be the animals, even some that weren't in the play. Lucy came up with 5 good reasons for Linus to learn his lines and get rid of that stupid blanket. But Linus found a way to keep his blanket in the show. Let's see, what did he do? Everybody's dancing. Everybody's enjoying themselves. The rehearsal went about as well as one could of Charlie Brown's baseball games. Frieda worried that Pigpen's dust was ruining her curly curls. Lucy called for a lunch break. Linus hid under his blanket. And instead of listening to their director, everyone danced to Schroeder's jazz. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-bum-bum. They're all dancing. They look like they're having fun. Frustrated, Charlie Brown finally cried out, "That does it!" Lucy stopped snapping her fingers and asked, "What's the matter, Charlie Brown?" "This Christmas play is all wrong," he wailed. Lucy tried to calm him. "Let's face it, we all know Christmas is just a racket set up to make people buy lots of stuff they don't need." Charlie Brown shook his head. "This is one play that won't be like that. We need the proper mood. What we need is a Christmas tree." "That's it, Charlie Brown. We need a great big shiny aluminum tree," Lucy exclaimed. You get that tree, I'll handle this crowd," she said, taking charge of bossing everyone around, which she can do very well. "I'll take Linus with me," Charlie Brown said. "The rest of you can practice your lines. Get the biggest aluminum tree you can find, maybe painted pink," Lucy added. Pink aluminum, huh? Oh, here are all the trees. Charlie Brown felt a familiar knot in his stomach. "I don't know, Linus. I just don't know," he said, sighing, as the 2 boys walked to the Christmas tree lot. Soon they were surrounded by a fantastic forest of fake trees. Some were plastic or pink or even polka-dotted. Gee, do they still make wooden Christmas trees? Linus wondered aloud. Then Charlie Brown pointed to a tiny tree, barely strong enough to hold on to its needles. He said, "This little one seems to need a home." Linus worried about what Lucy would think, but Charlie Brown bought the tiny tree anyway. Oh, look at that little tree. So cute. Oh, they're back of the tree. "What kind of tree is that?" they snickered when the boys got back to the theater. "With the scrawny tree? You were supposed to get a good tree." "You're hopeless, Charlie Brown, completely hopeless," Violet scolded. Everyone laughed at the skinny tree, even Snoopy. Charlie Brown's heart sank. "I guess you were right, Linus. I shouldn't have picked this little tree. I guess I really don't know what Christmas is about," he wailed. "Isn't there anyone who knows what Christmas is all about?" Oh, let's see. Linus does. Let's see. Sure, Charlie Brown, I can tell you what Christmas is about. Linus stepped into the spotlight and said, and there were shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And the angel of the Lord came upon them and said, fear not, for behold, I bring you tidings of great joy, for unto you is born the Lord. And there was with the angel a multitude of heavenly hosts praising God and saying, glory to God, peace on earth, goodwill to men. That is what Christmas is about, Charlie Brown. Suddenly, Charlie Brown didn't care what everyone thought of him or his tree. He finally felt happy, the way he was supposed to feel at Christmas. Charlie Brown stepped out into the cold, silent night and looked up at the twinkling stars. Linus is right. I won't let all this greed spoil my Christmas. I'll decorate this little tree and show everyone it really will work in our play. Let's see. Charlie Brown took a bright red ball off Snoopy's prize-winning doghouse. He hung the ball on the tiny tree. The tree slowly bent over until its top touched the ground. That was all it took to spoil Charlie Brown's mood. Arg! I've killed it! Everything I touched gets ruined. Charlie Brown walked away with his shoulders as bent as the little tree's trunk. Oh, poor Charlie Brown. Let's see what happens. After Charlie Brown had left, the others found the tree. It's not a bad little tree, really, Linus said. He wrapped his blanket around its base. It just needs a little love. The rest of the gang helped. In a flash, Snoopy's doghouse decorations had transformed the tree. The children gathered around the pretty little tree and hummed, "Oh, Little Town of Bethlehem." They could almost see the shepherds guarding the flock by night. When Charlie Brown returned to the group, he could barely believe his eyes. "What's going on here?" he shouted. How had the little tree become so beautiful? Charlie Brown's heart filled with joy when he realized what everyone had done for his tree. It was a Christmas miracle. Linus, Lucy, and the rest of the gang smiled and shouted, "Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown!" And for Charlie Brown, it truly was the merriest Christmas ever. No. I love this story so much, and I love watching the show every year with my boys, and Moody enjoys it as well. I hope everyone has a lovely holiday. Enjoy the Christmas cheer, the Yuletide, the Yuletide cheer. I hope everyone has a lovely weekend, and I will see you in 2024.